The around-the-clock search for the missing Titan submersible engrossed the world for days, but after news of the catastrophic implosion that killed the pilot and his 4 passengers near the Titanic shipwreck, investigators are focusing on how it happened and if it could have been prevented or controlled in any way possible. Deep-sea robots will continue searching the North Atlantic sea floor for clues while investigators in Canada are looking at the Titan's Canadian-flagged support ship and also the US authorities looking into other aspects of the tragedy. The Titan, owned by the undersea exploration company by the name Ocean Gate Expeditions, had been researching the Titanic's decay and the underwater ecosystem around the sunken ocean liner in yearly voyages since 2021. Authorities and experts are seeking answers exactly when and why did the implosion occur. Will the victims' bodies ever be found, and also what lessons are there for the future of the undersea exploration? But before we get to know more about the latest on the Titan submersible tragedy and what's next in the investigation, here is a small history of the Titanic ship. Titanic was a British passenger liner operated by the White Star Line that sank in the North Atlantic Ocean on 15th April 1912 after striking an iceberg during a maiden voyage from Southampton, England to New York City in United States. Of the estimated 2,224 passengers and crew aboard, more than 1,500 died, making it the deadliest sinking of a single ship up to that time. It remains the deadliest peacetime sinking of an ocean liner in the world till to date. The Titanic's disaster drew public attention, provided foundational material for the disaster film genre, and also inspired many artistic works. Titanic was the largest ship afloat at the time she entered service and the second of the 3 Olympic-class ocean liners operated by the White Star Line. The ship was built by the Harland and Wolff shipyard in Belfast, while Thomas Andrews, the chief naval architect of the shipyard, died in the disaster. Titanic was under the command of Captain Edward Smith, who went down with the ship. The ocean liner carried some of the wealthiest people in the world, as well as hundreds of immigrants from Britain and elsewhere throughout Europe who were seeking a new life in the United States and Canada. On June 18th, 2023, Ocean Gate Company decided to take some explorers to visit the remains of the Titanic inside the Atlantic Ocean. The craft submerged Sunday morning and its support vessel lost contact with it about an hour and 45 minutes later, according to the Coast Guard. The vessel was reported overdue about 435 miles, which is 700 kilometers south of St. John's, Newfoundland, according to Canada's Joint Rescue Coordination Center in Halifax. The Titan was launched from an icebreaker that was hired by Ocean Gate and formerly operated by the Canadian Coast Guard. The ship has ferried many or dozens of people and the submersible craft to the North Atlantic wreck site, where the Titan has made multiple dives. The Titan victims are Ocean Gate Chief Executive Pilot Stockton Rush, 2 members of a prominent Pakistan family, Shahzada Dawood and his son Suleiman Dawood, British adventurer Amish Ading, and then Titanic expert Paul Henry. Below could be the reasons that could have resulted to Titan submarine going missing. 1. Maybe it stuck inside the Titanic. 2. Equipment failure. Remember, the submarine was using normal pads and screen to operate, which may have caused failure. 3. Fire could also be another reason. 4. Lack of good communication, and lastly, water could have penetrated inside the submarine, leading to death of the explorers. Right now is more investigation of how the Titan tragedy happened and if it could have been prevented or controlled in any way continues. Kindly you can give your thoughts or comments below the comment section, and on our side we'll continue giving you more updates of any stories concerning this and many more. Kindly make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel Rigby TV for any latest news update. See you next time.